Welcome, my friends, to a very short tutorial, but hopefully helpful, on updating your Khan tracker, taking up one more notch. We want to start to keep track of the time in addition to the number of questions. So just to give you more focus on that, to kind of get a good feel for what's actually happening. So I went to Khan Academy, and I'm down on my little practice schedule, and I'm looking at last week. Where am I? There it is, October 15th. And so now when you hover over it, you can see not only does it tell you the questions, like that one says 10 questions, but it also said I'd spent 3 minutes. I kind of just did it for an example. So what I'm going to do is go to my Google Drive. So you got to log into Google if you haven't logged in already. And I'm going to open up my Khan tracker, wherever it is. There it is, first thing up. And what I want to do is add in on this, on our tracking thing. First of all, notice your PSATs course. Hopefully you did that last week when you connected to College Board. If you didn't, you should do that still. But let me just think about this for a minute. I'm going to show you a nice feature for spreadsheets too. So I think the date would stay the same. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go like this. I'm going to bump it down a little bit. Instead of putting total problems here, I'm going to put total, or I'm going to put them each day. Yeah, we'll take a whole nother level. So Sunday, actually let's just do Monday through Friday. And if you do work on the weekend, then just add it in to like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then to make it nice, you can center it all. And then I'm going to put in the date 10/15 for last week. And now I'm thinking about it, we want to have time and questions. Well, we should do one for time and one for questions. So I would do like 10/15. Watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to insert a new row in here. Insert a new column, my bad. I'm going to insert one to the right. Wrong way. I did, when I just did, I did Control Z. I went Edit, Undo, and I came back. I want to insert one to the left. That's better. So now I can say time, and I can say problems. There, that's better. So for in total. So now for Monday, my total time was 0 minutes. My problems were 0. I think Wednesday I did 10 problems, or I did 3 minutes, 10 problems. And let's just say hypothetically, just as an example, on Thursday I did 15 minutes and I did 10 questions, more legit, 0 and 0. So the total, instead of doing it manually, if you do this, if you say, you go up to this formula bar somewhere up here, insert function. There it is. Insert function, say sum. I want to sum, and then it asks you, it's asking you, what do you want to sum? So you highlight those 5 cells, and it will fill it in, and then it'll add them up for you. So try that. Say insert function sum, and it's going to add those up. And now I'm going to have a total amount, and then I can have my goal. And the goal for the problems is 80. For the time, I don't know what we should put for a goal for our time. If you think about it, if you're trying to do 20 problems a day, you're probably thinking about, you probably should be somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 to 25, 30 minutes a day. You should probably ideally have somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 to 115, 110 minutes. Somewhere around there. I'm going to say 110. That's probably pretty reasonable, depending on what style of question. And then just to make it look better, I'm going to go ahead and color that in. There should be a color thing somewhere. There it is, fill color. Make it kind of gray. And then from now on, each week we can do 2 columns, the time and the problems. So we'll add a new little thing, and then we can also color code it for the total. I'm gonna make that centered too. And maybe I might as well make all my numbers centered. There we go. So I missed on both of those, so I'm gonna color code them. I missed pretty bad. I'm gonna do like a red for a light red for like a little warning to myself. Remind myself next week I'm gonna try to do better. So what do you think about that? Hopefully that'll be useful. So once again, if you were sleeping at, you had to come back over to here, and then when you touch it, it tells you how many questions, but it also tells you the number of minutes you spent. So we'll keep track of both minutes and time. So hopefully that helps, and if you have any questions, let me know.